Morning, Tom. So it is the fun side of 5 o'clock in the morning. First early morning client. I got one at like 7:30 as well. Kind of like busy-ish morning. And I've got a day to get my upper body session in. Weight spiked today at 81.2, I think it was. So it definitely jumped up from when I had yesterday, which was 79.2. So it's like 2 kilos up. But dehydration and whatnot, rehydrated yesterday, refilled up. So I'll expect it to probably drop off again back into the 80s tomorrow and the rest of the week. So I spent a decent morning and part of the afternoon getting all my crap done, because at the weekend obviously I didn't really do much work as such, so I've been programming and emailing and vlog editing. I've still got to upload it and find a good connection somewhere to get it up, but I found this sexy beast. Guess what he's chomping on? 136 calories of Pret's finest dark chocolate. He does have an obsession, which is quite mildly amusing. I am off to get, actually one thing to point out. So I've decided that Rowntree's Randoms are not my best choice anymore, and I've started and converted to this carb source pre-workout, or these sort of proper corn, skinny popcorn stuff, which is actually really tasty. It's got a little bit less carbs, give me something to eat. Pre-workout
as well.
It does have good fibre, yeah, it's a good point. And then I'm going to go and have a Monster because it's quite hot today. I don't really fancy a coffee. Upper body session today. I'm quite looking forward to it. I am dreading a few more hours because I'm going to be pretty hungry because I don't have much food left. But we'll see how it goes. So, good session today. Felt a little bit flat, but I think that's because I was up at like stupid o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So, got it done. I tried to increase volume a little bit, certainly on my chest and back. I've thrown in a little bit of kind of stretchy metabolic pump work with flies and with some sort of seat cable rows. So that seems to be working quite nicely, feels good. I'm trying to push the volume up whilst I can, whilst calories are still where they are and where I kind of feel. Sessions are hard, but they're not ridiculous, and I'm not really struggling. So what I'm going to do is I'll try and push volume up just a touch higher. From there, now I've got to go and try and not overshoot with my carbs. I've got 32 grams of carbs left. I've got loads of fat, loads of protein. It's in preparatory food, but Laura's promised me she's going to do some for when I get home. Right, I'm going to go and venture through Tesco's and see what I can find. The weather has been absolutely bonkers recently. It's like a lovely evening, a bit cloudy, but it's lovely. So that's me pretty much done for the day. Heading home now. It's been a long one. I've been up since 4. I think I've hit about 16,000 steps today. Feeling a bit peckish, so I'm going to have a nice macro filler when I get home. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about the meal that I had when I went to Tesco's and how I do that. So basically I didn't have much left, so I had to try and find something that was kind of lowish carb. That was a high vegetable, 16 grams of protein, but 16 grams is not that much, certainly when I'm trying to hit 190. So what I'll typically look for is sort of an added chicken of some kind. There's lots of these flame grilled packs things you can add to it. So yeah, essentially the first thing I look for on the back of the packet is a high protein content. So ideally 20 plus if I can. And then I'm looking at sort of balances of carb and fat. If it's going to be, generally I'm more carb heavy in terms of my diet. So what I'm trying to make sure is that the carbs are probably slightly higher and fat is just slightly lower. Also for the subscribers, normally what I do is I slightly undereat, which is kind of a good thing. But hopefully that kind of makes sense. Off to get a drink. Best Girlfriend in the World award. Got my beef burgers and sausages, chicken, broccoli, veg, rice, all prepped for me. How nice is that? Really nice. So that's gonna do me probably at least 2 or 3 days worth of prep, which is really cool. And I've had a long day, like I said earlier. Up at 4 AM, it's now 10 to 10 and that's me just home. Macro filler of some cashew nut butter, 40 grams with a couple of scoops of whey protein to hit target. And then back up. Clients at 10 tomorrow, so I'm not up too early, but I'll probably get up at 7 anyway, because it's normally get my emails and whatnot done. But yes, that is day 77, episode 77, Gordon's hungry. Done.